Hello, my name's Eddie Grimshaw and I'm a first year primary education student at the University of the Sunshine Coast. Today I'm going to be just looking at some Queensland College of Teachers professional standards and summing up how I experienced these standards play out on my first SPE placement at a Sunshine Coast primary school this year. The first professional standard I'm going to be looking at is Standard 4 of the QCT manual. It's valuing diversity in the classroom, and diversity is something that every teacher is going to come across through their time in classrooms, because no two kids are the same, may it be on a cultural, social or academic level, and teachers need to be able to cater for differences in the classroom if they're to be more effective providers of learning. So at the particular school I was at, there were a couple of kids that had come from a different schooling system and weren't very good with literacy, because in this particular system of schooling that they had come from, literacy isn't really introduced into the curriculum until grade 3 or 4. So we worked quite heavily with these kids on literacy-loaded assessment and work tasks, and I think that by doing that we can get these kids up to speed. We also had a slow learner in the class who had been held back for a year and seemed to have a few problems out of school and just in general wasn't really a great learner. But he did try, and he wasn't a bad kid or anything. I actually felt quite sorry for him. Just the amount of work he would get done in class was nothing compared to his peers. So we sat the kid up the front of the class, and I paid particular attention to his learning needs and came up with a little plan that he could take home to give to his parents and hopefully improve his literacy and numeracy skills. The next standard I'm going to be looking at is, bear with me, sorry, assessing and reporting. And this is a big thing for teachers, because all teachers need to be able to assess and report on their students' achievements and level of where they're at, really, to do with the curriculum. Teachers need to take data of student achievements and results and record this data, have it matched up against previous results, and that way when reporting time comes around you actually have some hard evidence to judge grades on. Assessing and reporting constructively. Constructively, I believe assessment needs to be for the real world, and it needs to be able to aid school knowledge. So teachers need to be careful about the sort of assessment they're putting out there to their kids. And moderation of assessment is also important. You need to moderate your marking with other teachers from similar grade levels to make sure that you're getting fair and equal marking through the system. The final QCT standard that I'm going to be reviewing today is how to create and maintain safe and supportive learning environments. I talked a lot about learning goals in my essay and establishing learning goals, and I believe this is really important in establishing a safe and supportive learning environment. But what is also important is building relationships with the students and not destroying them. By that I mean, if a student isn't doing what you want or isn't completing the work, you don't lose your temper or get mad. You always build on the relationship, trying to reinforce positive learning in the classroom. You need to get to know your students on a personal level. You need to know their likes and dislikes and their hobbies, what their family are like. If you're to truly connect with them, you can give them a little bit of personal information as well, so they can see the relationship is neutral. And once children begin to respect you as a teacher, I believe you have the upper hand in being an effective educator. Thanks very much for listening to my clip, and I'll see you next year. Cheers.